Record. Is it recording?
Um, oh, you mean on Zoom?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. It's recording.
Yeah, I've got the little red ball up there that says recording.
Okay, so people can see us. They can see my microphone. A damn weird transporter accident, or just cut off a chunk of my head. All right. Stop distracting myself. I'm Eric Paul Johnson,
And I'm Eric Winsenson.
and this is how we're going to do it. This is what's going to happen with bonus tracks. Right now, the time bonus tracks is so far it's about an hour long, and we haven't gotten to the parts where me and Eric discuss the album, or the album facts, or thanking the people who contributed to the show, either financially or recorded a song for the bonus tracks episode. I haven't gotten to outtakes yet. So this is what's going to happen with bonus tracks, because I have always hated editing the bonus tracks episodes because it's a lot of extra work and a lot less time than I usually have. We are going to, it's going to be zoomed, and we'll post it right here on the Facebook group, and you can watch us. And so instead of those really, really long bonus tracks episodes, we're just going to read your replies, reply to your replies here. And then as for the bonus tracks episodes, I'll probably read like maybe one comment per song because those things are getting way too long. And I blame it on you guys because you guys write a lot of great comments, and I'm kind of like, oh, I don't want to leave that one out. Oh, I don't want to leave that one out. That might stir up some conversation between the Erics. We keep that. So, so this is what's going to happen. We're going to do this. Posted every week, and you get to watch it here. So that's how things are going to go. If I've made that clear. And first up, what are we doing here? Hold on tight, right? Yeah. Don Fields
Yep.
wrote a really long, nice piece about it. I'll just copy and paste that in the E.L.O, our E.L.O Facebook group, because that's going to be a lot of reading. So we'll start with Tracer Anthony, who wrote, a rollicking hook-driven gem that was E.L.O.'s very last top 10 hit for the US charts. And I agree that it just doesn't sound like it belongs with the rest of the album. Still, a song that I would love to hear Jeff perform live just once. I did hear him perform it live. I wasn't there. It was on TV. It was in 1986. I think it was a Princess Trust concert. And so, yeah, Bevan, Jeff, Tandy, a couple of the other guys, new guys on stage. So I heard it live. It's rare that I'm a fan of a live version. So I'm going to say that no, I wasn't a fan of the live version. I like the studio version better because that guitar on the studio version, that really rips into you. As for the live version, it's kind of like, bang, okay, song started. It doesn't really cut through live as it does when you can add the studio effects on it.
The miking for live television appearances always seems to be very dry, too.
Yeah, there's that too.
And
Oh,
Corey Gomel says, a great 50s sounding rocker to end the time travel adventure. It almost sounds like the time traveler missed the 80s by 30 years or so.
well, that can happen. If you watch the Back to the Future documentaries, you can miss the time that you're trying to go to. Yeah, and I think we're probably going to have to do some sort of cue thing or something instead of like we usually do, which is wait until there's been a long enough awkward pause before the next person reads. Mike Hudson. When this song came out, I had not heard it yet, but a friend of mine had heard it on the radio and called me to let me know a new E.L.O song was out with an album to follow. I was very excited and listened to the radio as much as I could, hoping to hear it. I heard a song that I thought might be it until the vocals started, and I realized it was someone else. It was the new Moody Blues song from their album Long Distant Voyager. A couple days later, I finally heard Hold On Tight, and it surprised me. Great song, but after I finally got the album Time, it sounded so different from everything else on the album. The rest of the album was even better. The closest thing I could equate Hold On Tight to in E.L.O.'s past was Illusions in G major or Rock Aria, but it was still different. I kind of feel like Jeff was going for another Don't Bring Me Down type hit. I've seen a lot of people uh, confuse Gemini Dream with E.L.O. And I I've never thought so. Maybe it's just because I was 12 at the time and I remember when it came out, and I thought that's a really good song. And the DJ automated, here's the Moody Blues. But I don't. I just to me it doesn't sound ELO-y at all. Uh, Other than I don't know, there's a production style that isn't there that gives away an ELO song. Other than the lead vocals, the voice. I was going to say strings, but no, at this time they were still using strings. But there's no strings on Gemini Dream, is there? No, there isn't. It's still a damn good song though, and it's off a damn good album.
Yeah, it is, and well, yeah, it's just it just sounds out of place. But like I've said before, I'll give it a pass
Hmm.
just simply because of how good the song is and how good the rest of it is. So
Yeah,
I'm not. That's not. It's not an album killer for me or anything like that. If it was just something that was a crap song, that would be different. But the whole
yeah,
night's great songs. So
yeah.
eh. Okay, I'm just making sure I was right. I was with right one here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Mark Jella says a stonking rocker. Great video. Glad I missed the coffee advert. I don't remember the coffee advert myself, but of course I wasn't really paying too much attention back then a lot of times either. I remember the coffee achiever thing. I just don't remember hold on type being in the advert.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it is a great video. I do like a lot of their performance videos from the 70s, where they were kind of goofing around, but for putting together an actual video, this one's actually really good because like I said in the review, it doesn't seem as awkward as Here's the News did.
No, I love the video, and I don't think we discussed it much on the episode, but it went in a whole different direction than previous ELO videos. I mean, even the ones on Discovery. Um, there was the band. They're doing their thing. Here's some animation. Here's some other stuff going on. Here's some computer fade. There's some fade-ins and widgets and puts that's there. But this was like, uh, I know a movie, but then again, that's was the purpose of the video. But it wasn't like here's the band doing their thing. They actually ELO was kind of worked into the story of the video, and yeah, so it was like a whole new, different way that ELO had ever done a video before. It took in a new, different direction. Um, as for that coffee advert, there's YouTube. Believe me, you can find them, and you can see how stupid those commercials were. As for stonking, I've never heard of stonking before. But yeah, I'll have to agree with you. It's a stonking rocker, I guess. Moving on to Epilogue. Scott McGee, Prologue, an amazing start to an amazing album. Epilogue, an amazing end to an amazing album. Genius. I, yeah, obviously, agree.
And Corey Gomel says, "Time will always exist within you and without you."
That's deep. I mean, snap, like at the beatnik clubs. G. Brewer. I agree that this portion of the album is a nice finish. I feel that it loops into the prologue so perfectly, allowing the listener to repeat time over and over again. Playing the vinyl record over and over again meant having to turn the disc over. Now, thanks to digital formatting, we can adjust and reload the music. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I like about when albums end with something that references through the album or even the beginning of the album, because then it makes me, oh, I want to listen to that again.
And then Adam Stabelli says, "I hear some secret messages calling to me endlessly."
It might be the next album seeping in, trying to call to you to listen to it. And I think that's all we got for comments for this week. Facebook's
That
been
is
really
all we
bad.
have for comments this week.
What's that?
That is all we have for comments this week.
Yeah, it is. Facebook's been really bad about sending me notifications for comments. So if we didn't get to it, that's because I didn't see it. Thank you, Facebook. You suck. Although apparently Eric is giving thumbs up to somebody off camera. Is that
Yeah.
your production crew?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything's done. Just in time for the leaf blower to come along.
I think I heard that. I don't know if it comes through, but there it is. So yeah, it'd be a good time to end it.
He didn't make any noise, but now the leaf blower comes along.
Right. Well, it's a good time to do it since I think we're done here until next week.
Yep. We'll let the leaf blower carry us out.
That's very nice of him.